The victim in this case is Dieu Thanh, female, born in March 1976, from Tram Khao Town, Quang Yen City, Jiangsu Province. In September 1995, after taking the college entrance exam for the second time, she entered Nanjing University. Dieu Thanh had been studying for less than 3 months. University records state that 1 month after the first day of school, Dieu Thanh received news of her admission, so she just started studying. Nearly 3 months, voluntarily skipped the afternoon class. After dinner, Dieu Thanh left school alone. According to witnesses, Dieu Thanh was last seen at Nanjing University in Qingdao. At that time, Dieu Thanh wears a red jacket with a popular style for women. During the next 9 days, Dieu Thanh mysteriously disappeared without leaving any information. In the early morning of January 19th, south of Nanjing University, in a small alley, a janitor, while sweeping the street, picked up a black plastic bag from the trash. The janitor thought it was pork, so he took it home. While washing, she was horrified to see that there were 3 human fingers in the bag, so she quickly called the police. The police then conducted a careful investigation around this area and confirmed that this bag of meat was part of the body of female student Dieu Thanh of Nanjing University. After that, the police took Nanjing University as the center, predicted the possibility of the crime location, then sent people to investigate, and at the same time collected extensive information from the people, but until now they have not been able to determine it. Exact crime scene. The investigation team also arrested many suspicious people, but all were exonerated, and rumors about the case continued to surround Nanjing City. On January 7, 1996, 3 days before Dieu Thanh disappeared, she attended the birthday party of her best friend from high school in Quang Yen and also attended university in Nanjing. On January 9, 1996, 1 day before Dieu Thanh disappeared, she did not go to school, but went out all day with her compatriots, only returning late at night. On the afternoon of January 10, 1996, when her roommate started going to school, Dieu Thanh stayed home because she didn't feel well. That same evening, Dieu Thanh left the dormitory after dinner and then was completely unknown until pieces of her body were discovered 9 days later. Dieu Than's body was broken into countless small pieces and scattered everywhere, with burial locations dozens of kilometers apart. Specifically, a black trash bag containing 0.7 kilos of meat and 3 parts was first discovered on January 19, 1996 at the trash dumping point in Daigangan Alley. On the same day, another garbage bag containing 0.8 kg of meat was discovered at the construction site on Hokyu Street and 2 travel bags at the Tu Fan Q Street garbage dump site containing 11.5 kilos of meat and internal organs. The next day, at the Nanjing University Hospital area, a garbage bag containing 0.8 kilos of meat was discovered. At the side gate of Nanjing University, there was a blue buffalo leather backpack containing 7.5 kilos, and at the school's gymnasium, there was a coloured garbage bag weighing 0.6 kg containing meat and internal organs. From January 20th to 31, 1996, at a garbage dump near the river, a blood-stained bedsheet covering the head and 3 kilo of meat was discovered. a bedsheet covered with bloody clothes, and 1.5 kilos of meat. Finally, there was the red jacket containing 3 kilos of meat in the riverbank drainage. According to the above information, calculated at precisely determined locations alone, the total weight of Dieu Than's body pieces is about 30.6 kilo. If we add the body parts discovered scattered, this weight will be added. About 32 kilon or less. Modern Express newspaper at that time said more than 1,000 pieces, while other newspapers reported that it was more than 2,000, 3,000 pieces. According to the article Synthesis of Clues in the Dismemberment Case at Nanjing University, after the murderer dismembered the body, the blood and fluids between Dieu Than's body organs were considered to have flowed out, Clause 20%. Of total body weight, plus the body parts. Found showing signs of being cooked, so the body fat is almost gone. The body weight has decreased by more than 10%. That is, even if the entire body is found. The victim's body has a total weight of less than 35 kgs. Thus, the figure of approximately 35 kg was enough to prove the case. So in January 1996, the police collected Dieu Than's body relatively completely, with no internal organs missing. On the police side, after identifying the victim as Dieu Than, the investigation team immediately gathered female students from the school. During the meeting, the police briefly talked about the case, the main purpose of which was to provide information. Providing clues surrounding the case, at that time the police left many phone numbers and emails, hoping that someone would report or denounce. After that, the police also set up a permanent investigation team right at Nanjing University, through reports, collecting documents, fingerprints, questioning suspicious subjects in the school, and at the same time trying to find and identify them. Scene of the crime. Many opinions mention using DNA testing methods. Although this is a very common method in investigating cases, in China in 1996, this test was not popular. At that time, only a few large cities in this country did DNA testing, but that was only to get DNA information. And it wasn't until the 21st century that there was a DNA comparison test. In other words, at that time, even if the perpetrator's DNA was collected, it would be impossible to know who the perpetrator was. The police then expanded the scope of investigation into public bathrooms with large sewers, and also focused on groups of slaughterers and butchers. In addition, they also investigated people with specific items, such as old-fashioned hunting rifles and bicycles used to transport and dispose of bodies. However, the investigation efforts of Nanjing police still did not bring the brutal murderer to justice. Despite Chinese netizens' efforts to dig up the incident to keep it quiet, after 24 years, this is still one of the most horrifying and mysterious tragedies since the country's legislature.